So you want to dismantle the system. So name it. Expose it. Break it. Because the machine doesn't hide. This system doesn't hide. It parades itself across Feyras. The factions are merely a spoke in the wheel that grinds the weak into silence. You want to know why we fight for balance? Look at the rest of them. For example, Chiron Empire. It rules through blood and class. The dreaded class system. They dress oppression in velvet and they call it tradition. And they build palaces on the backs of the poor. They crown themselves in divine right. And they drape themselves in gold stolen from those who are weaker than them. Or who they deem weaker than them. They speak of powerful people deserving the right to rule. But every single word, every single one, only masks their insecurity and injustices. Every noble smile hides the grindstone they've strapped the poor and outcasted to. And they write their laws in blood and call it scripture. And when we scream, when we try to call them out, when we try to say anything about it, they call it treason. And that's supposed to be fair. Oh, and don't forget, there's Ziten. Ziten is watching your every move. Ziten is taking such good care of you. Ziten monitors your every move and every thought and every breath and call it care. They say that they're protecting you. They say that they're knowing better than anybody else. But their cities are steel cages. There's windows and open sky, all to give you an illusion of freedom. Ziten is a world filled with screens telling you how lucky you are to be watched. You think you're free because you can choose your profile color. Which shade of Ziten would you like to represent today? They digitized your soul and you thanked them for it. And then there's Nakota. Oh, Nakota. Cloaked in nature and ritual. They claim there's harmony with the world. And that they will continue to live in harmony with the world. But they open up what? When you open their scrolls, you'll find hierarchy carved into every vine. In every seed that they plant, there's some form of hierarchy. They speak of roles and balance, but the moment that you step outside what they've assigned to you, you will become a threat. And it's not to protect you or to protect the ecosystem, but only to control their so-called traditions. And then there's Saraphene. Oh, Saraphene on Dilafia. The Saraphene, well, they hide their hierarchy behind rituals and devotion and prayer. But you know what that is? They prey on those desperate for purity and belonging. They are a predator for those wishing to belong somewhere. Their rigid system uses faith as a leash to control every single move. Counted prayers and sacred ceremonies, all of that, they're simply shackles disguised as salvation. And they'll crush anyone who dares to question them. Oh, and you cannot forget the rebellious one. There's Gan Eden. Oh, how could I forget? Gan Eden. Well, they claim to fight for freedom. But their fractured leadership, it simply breeds infighting and chaos. They're born from outcasts and driven by desperate ambitions, and they wield stolen tech and guerrilla tactics with reckless abandon. Their trust is so scarce. So it makes their rebellion just as unstable as the system they seek to destroy. All of it. All of them. It's like a choreographed dance to let you believe that they're trying to help you. But they don't just maintain the system. They are the system. And even the rebellious ones, they simply feed into it. They are part of that cycle. They think that it can just simply be fixed. But that's not the case. And I know you know that. Well, let me tell you one thing. I understand. I understand your feelings and how much it hurts to be betrayed. I also know how valuable your roots are to you, your stories, and your traditions. I am but a factionless dragonoid. Well, I was a factionless dragonoid, but the stories and my history as a dragonoid still matter very much to me. So if you came from any of those worlds, if those customs were once your home, I'm not asking you to erase what you love. You can keep your history, your rituals, your memories. I am not seeking to burn down everything for the sake of destruction. But the moment that they turned on you and betrayed your trust and used those very traditions that mattered to you to simply bind you and break you, well, that's where this begins. Because corruptors, this moment right now, I'm not here to ask you. I'm simply here to inform you. Because corruptors are not asking anymore. I'm not waiting around for change to happen. We're here to end it. The rest of them promise some order. They promise some kind of stability and change. But where is it? But don't you see? At the end of all of it, they will benefit. One guards the throne. One builds the cage that no one deserves to be trapped in. One plants a lullaby to mask a scream. One preys on those who seek peace and belonging and family. and one sells you the illusion that it'll get better. We don't seek to replace one cage and then put you in another. I will not do that to you. I know how it feels. We want true equilibrium, not some forced order, not surveillance or hierarchy, not chaos without purpose. Balance means breaking the systems that breed suffering and take advantage of those who suffer. It means letting strength rise without crushing weakness, and finding strength in weakness to grow without the fear of being erased. Mistakes happen along the way. I understand that. But I want the freedom to choose my path. I don't want an illusion of choice while wearing chains. I want a world where no one suffers in silence and where no voice is silenced for fear or control. The rage is born from betrayal and pain. And even with all of that, our vision for a better future is clear. A world remade not by rulers or rebels, but by those who remember the cost of a system that failed them and refuse to pay that again. So that's why we fight. That is why we must destroy all that has decided to hurt others, so that way they don't have to go through what we did. Because true balance is not their system. You deserve a world that doesn't want to tear you down or hide behind the illusion of happiness. The voice you have is powerful, whether you think so or not. And whether you're confident or just not there yet, this is the reckoning that Izun once dreamed of, a reckoning that we can be part of together as equals. So don't be afraid. Let them tell their stories of us as if they were truth. Let them strike the blood of Izun from their histories and twist our faces into the shapes of nightmares. Let them. It doesn't matter. And we shall make them remember. We will make them remember. We will. They'll remember the skies that blackened when Kaya and Mavet bound the god of balance in chains of their making. They will call us monsters, and they have, because to name us correctly would mean confessing their betrayal. It would be admitting their own guilt to their own crime. And yet here we stand again. So keep the fragments of your faction's traditions if they still mean something to you, but never forget who broke you to protect their order. The corruptors have returned. And balance does not knock before entering. It's claiming what was stolen from them.